chose to be a teacher because I feel like I always had it in me to work with kids, and as I grew up, as I matured and so on, it became clearer and clearer what I should teach and with what age group I should teach. But it's something that I always had it in me. For example, when I was younger, teenager, I was put in charge of Cub Scouts, like as a semi-leader or something like this, and I found myself really liking it. And I also found myself being pretty good at it. And I think when you like something, and you feel like, you might be pretty good at something, that might be a sign that, I'm called to doing that. So just that experience with Cub Scouts was one thing. I was also the oldest of all my cousins, and when I was organizing games and activities for my cousins, I felt myself really liking it, despite the fact that I was the older for the little kids and stuff like this. That also kind of, gave me an idea that maybe I should work with younger people or something like this. And then with like events in life, things happen, you don't expect it. I found myself in the United States with skills that were somewhat unusual, knowing French as my first language, and Latin, which is something that is not very well known by a lot of people. Then what I found out, besides the fact that I enjoyed the teaching kind of idea, and that I was decent at doing it, then I found out that there was a need for skills that I had. So for me, when you combine something you're good at, something that you enjoy doing, and something where you feel there's a need for it, it might be an indication that was my calling. So that's how I kind of figured out that maybe that was what I was supposed to do. But really, what gets me excited, it's not Latin endings or talking about French vocabulary and things like this. Although I like talking about this, this is not what really gets me excited and get me going in the morning. I think this French and Latin thing is more like an excuse for me to just interact with these people that I feel need more than just to learn the academic. Because I would have noticed as I taught more and more is that these young guys are looking for direction. They are looking for someone to show them different options of what they are capable of doing. This time in their life is so crucial that they can make choices that could be most amazing for themselves and for a lot of people. It could be devastating choices if they decide to go in another direction. And for me to have the privilege to be with them at these moments and to answer their questions that are not related to French or not related to Latin is really something that I feel is very, very exciting.